This video focuses on using labels to organize your Moodle course. When your course was created, Moodle automatically created labels for each one of your sections. In our example here, each section has a label that identifies the week for that section. That's because the course is currently in the weekly format. If I wanted to edit this label, I simply click the gear, then uncheck the box beside Use Default Section Name. This allows me to type into this field and give the label a new name. When the checkbox is checked, however, I'm unable to type into this field. So let's call this section the Industrial Revolution. I can add a summary if I choose to, but that's going to appear on my main Moodle course page, which is going to clutter things up for me, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to include a summary. Now you'll see my label has changed, but the other labels remain weekly labels. If I want to change this label, I can by simply clicking the gear and changing the name. Alternatively, if I want to return the label back to its default weekly label, I can click Use the Default Section Name and save. Now, even though I had Industrial Revolution number 2 in the field for section name, because I checked the default box, the label has returned to its default value in the weekly format. Because I prefer the topics format, however, let's return our course to that format. And now I can change the Topic 1 label to Industrial Revolution. Now, in addition to labeling your sections, you may also want to use labels to create some organization within each topic. To do that, I click on the Add an Activity or Resource link within the section to which I want to add the label, and I scroll down to the Label resource. I'm going to call my first label Required Activities, and I'd like it to be bold. Whenever you add an activity, Moodle puts it at the bottom of your list within that topic. I want it at the top of my list, so I'm going to click the Move icon and drag it up. Notice that all the items in my topic are offset slightly underneath the Industrial Revolution. I'd like for my materials under Required Activities to be offset as well. To do that, I click Edit, and I move to the right, and click Away. So let's add another label. We'll call these Choice Activities. Again, I'd like this to be bold. And again, I can move this up. And if I indent a couple of materials, we'll begin to see some organization. Let's add a final label. And we'll call this Mastery Assessment. And again, I would like it to be bold. Move this up and move this over. And now when I turn editing off, we see that we've brought some organization to this topic. You can play around with font size and font color to make these stand out a little better. Perhaps, for example, I might want to make the label for my overall topic slightly larger and perhaps a different color. And that's how you use labels to bring organization to your Moodle course.